Okay guys, so I'm back. So we download these 7 application: VMware Workstation, Eve Community Edition, Eve Client Pack, Router and Switches images, WinSCP, Eve NG QEMU images, whatever images we require, and 7-zip application. And we use all these links. Okay, and if I go, so I put them in one folder. So here is WinSCP, and this one is 7-zip, switch images, router images, Eve Community Edition, Eve Client Pack, and VMware Workstation. Okay, and for test purpose we download ASA, Linux Tiny Core, and what else? Yeah, these and wireless LAN controller. We download these images. Okay, so first thing first, you need to click on VMware Workstation. Okay, click yes, and click next, and you can install this VMware Workstation in your system. Because I already have, so I will just show you how you can install. It's easy to install. It's a next, and that's it. Yeah, so I already have. Maybe they will ask me that you want to upgrade. Yeah, so it will like this. Let's see. They say welcome to VMware Workstation Pro setup. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so you need to click next, you need to accept this one, next. Okay, you need to accept this, you need to click this, you need to click next. And because I already have, in your case it will say install, not upgrade. In my case I already have, and so I will quit here. It's easy to install, that's it. And when it's done, it will ask you to put the key. So it's you can copy any key from here. Okay, and you can put here at the end, so it will register. So let me cancel this one because I already have. This is the first thing. So VMware Workstation is install. Okay, next thing what you need to do, next thing you need to unzip this one. But before unzip, we need a zip application. That's why we download 7-zip. Click on 7-zip, yes, click install and close. That's it. It requires only 1 minute to install. Now I can use 7-zip. Right click on Eve Community VM and say extract to Eve here. So it will extract this Eve Community Edition VM 112.zip, and it will make them unzip here, and the same here. So it's here, you know, it's unzip. And now see, there are 3 files. Now go back to the VMware which you install. It will create a shortcut on your desktop. Open VMware Workstation, click File, Open, and go to Programs where I put all the things. And here is Eve Community which I unzip. So it will show you only 1 file, even though there are 3 files, but it will show you supported file. And we need this one, OVF file, Open Virtualization Format. This is the abbreviation, and you just need to click on this one. It will ask you where you want to put. So suppose I want to put them in my D drive. If you don't have space in your C drive, so let me say VM EVENG, anything. So I give them this folder name and OK. So I will put them in D drive and click. You can change the name if you want. So let me see EVENG, by the way, EVENG Community Edition, whatever name you like, and import. Okay, so it will import. It will take some time. Until that, let me go back to my folder where I have all the things. Let's unzip wireless LAN controller when we download. When you download from Google Drive, this is the Google Drive from where we download. So right click and go to 7-zip and click extract to. So let me extract a wireless LAN controller. Let me extract, we download Linux Tiny Core as well. Let me extract this one as well. And same as ASA Firewall for test purpose. So we will keep ready this one. And also switches images, it's in zip format. Okay, so right click 7-zip, and extract switch images, and also router images. Right click on router, 7-zip, and extract to routers. Okay, so what I done, basically I just unzip those things which was in zip format. Okay, so to save some time, and now our ENG is import. Keep in mind, now you can increase the memory. Before start this power on, what you need to do is per your system. And my system, you can type this PC, right click, go to properties and check your RAM. I have 48 GB RAM in my laptop. Okay, so and I have i7 processor, so it means I can increase the RAM as per my system requirement. So I can assign 16 GB if I want, either 32. Processor is okay and okay, so I increase the RAM. Processor is okay. Next thing, there is by default 50 GB hard drive, but it's not enough, because if you upload many images, FortiGate, Cisco ISE, so it will give you an error and your Eve will not run. And normally student ping me that I cannot open the browser. So the one issue is this one. You need to attach a new hard drive. Don't increase this one. Just click edit virtual machine, either click any up here. And what you need to do, click add, and add, before installing Eve, you need to add extra hard disks. Keep the same recommended. Next, next, and here make this one store virtual disk as a single file and put 200 GB. It's better to give them 200 GB extra hard drive, and just click finish and click OK. Now you will see extra hard disk. This is the way to increase. Later on you can add another hard drive as well. Later on you can add another, but don't extend this one. If you think that let's extend this one and this one, so no, never do. It will never work. You need to add extra hard disks like this way. Now second issue which student face, they leave this network adapter bridge mode. Bridge mode, it means it will take IP from your connected Wi-Fi, either connected whatever physical connectivity. So don't do this one, because when you go to office it will take that IP, when you come to home it will take that IP, and this way you will be confused. So what you need to do, click on this one, network adapter, and change to NAT. NAT means it will take IP, and also internet will be allowed. Okay, NAT is a virtual interface, and click OK. Second thing, add another adapter as well. Later on in the lab you will need, so you can do add, and this time I need network adapter, and finish, and keep the second adapter as a host only. Later on you can change if you want. You can make them LAN segment as well, but it's better to keep them. So it means I add one extra hard drive, I change network adapter to NAT, and I add another adapter and make them host only. Two things. So now two troubleshooting things are sorted out which you will face. I add one extra hard drive, and I change network adapter to NAT, and I add another extra adapter. Done. These are the basic thing which you need to do. Now you can power on this Eve NG. So when first time power on, it will ask you the IP addresses and DNS and some basic requirement. Okay, so let them start. First time you need to configure it. So I will show you how you can configure it. Okay, so now it's come up and it's get IP 114.148. 114.148 is basically my NAT IP, which is get this one 192.168.114. It will take automatically. Now this is the default username and password, Eve and root. What you need to do, type root here and type Eve. This is the first time configuration. Give them the same password, Eve. Don't change. Eve is better to keep the default one. It will be easy for troubleshooting. And keep the same name NG. Keep the same DNS. And get the IP, you can type static as well, but I would recommend just leave them default, DHCP and OK. NTP we don't require. Direct connection, yes, we are directly connected internet. That's it. So whatever there was, I just click enter few times. So I did not change anything, no static IP, no nothing, whatever was the default thing, so I put them the same. This is the first time configuration. Now it will get IP from DHCP and every time it will get the same IP, so don't worry. So now it's get the same IP 192.168.114.148. Let's type IP this one. HTTP, keep in mind, this another issue. Student normally type HTTPS and type 192.168.114.148 and enter. So it will come up this one, this is the version, and type admin. Here the username and password is admin and Eve. There for CLI username and password is root and Eve. So that's the difference. Then there is a native console and HTML. There are two types, but anyway, let's log in with this one. I will show you this one later on. And sign in. So when you first time sign in, there will be nothing. Now you can create folder for your project. Suppose you say CCNA. So I add one folder for CCNP. So I create this folder. For FTD, I create this folder. Then PF, Palo Alto Firewall, I create this folder. Now where you want to do your lab, go to that folder and click this file, add new lab, and suppose lab 1, lab 01 suppose, and save. So it will open this one. Now you can log out and you can close this lab. It will take you back there. Next time if you need this lab, you can open and open from here. Okay, so this is the way. So you will be now, let's make them proper, create a folder for every project. So now we open this one. Next thing, we require to upload the images. If I click here, nodes, so there is no node install. I believe there is only VNC or something. Yeah, this virtual PC by default, but nothing is installed. It support all these images, not these images. Beside these, they support many other images as well. But now we need images. So second thing, we require to install WinSCP. So let me click on WinSCP. Yes, and accept. Full upgrade. Install. So let me install this WinSCP and open. We don't need this page, and launch WinSCP. Okay. So when WinSCP is open first time, because I already have, so that's why it's showing me these. In your case, it will be like this. So you need to leave a file protocol SFTP, and host name you need to type this IP. You can take from here. Either you can take from here 192.168.114.148 and type this IP here. By the way, it's 192.114. Leave the default port 22 and type root, not the admin, and password is Eve. Next thing is better to save this one. Click on save. Okay, and save password as well. So it will be easy for you next time to log in directly. They say not recommended, but it's not. We don't need any security for this one. And click OK. So now they save it. Okay, and click login. First time, so it will click yes, and now it's open here, but it will open directly in root. So what you need to do, you need to click on this up arrow, then go to OPT, then go to Unit Lab, then go to Adds On, and here the three things which we need to do it: Dynamics, IOL, and QEMU. Most of the things we put in QEMU folder. Okay, and IOL, here we put switches images, and Dynamics we put router images. So these are the three things which we need. Okay, now coming to the images. So we already download images. First thing, we download switches images. Now these switches images are ready on. You don't need any license, no nothing. I already put the license. That's the third thing student normally ask me, that how to register these switches. So if you go there, that's the license. License Eve NG. That's why I told you, no, don't change the name. If I log into root Eve, so my host name is, sorry, let me, here is EVENG, the default one. During installation, if you change the name, you need to change the same name you need to put here. This the fourth troubleshoot things. Normally student when they install EVNG, they change the name. So you need to change the license file. Then their switches are not running. Then they ask me my switches is not running. That's the issue. Don't do anything, just follow the same I'm doing. So these are the switches images. Okay, and switches images, this L2, these are switches images, and the one which start from L3, okay, these are router images. Okay, so what you need to do, by the way, these are L2, but you can use them as a layer 3 switches images as well. That's the fifth thing student normally say, that I need layer 3 switch images. These layer 2 images, you can use them as a layer 3 and you can use them as a layer 2 as well. This layer 3 is basically router images. Okay, IOL images we call them. So I'm in this folder. Let's go to this one where you need to go IOL bin and just minimize this and drag these. So just drag these images to this directory. Okay, let me show you this directory, opt unitlab adds on IOL bin directory with this file. Okay, this file, you need to copy this file, otherwise your switch images will not run even. So don't forget about this image. Second, if you change your host name here, you need to open this file and you need to put the same name here. That's the only thing you need to do normally. Okay, so let them copy, and let me go back to router images now. These are IO images. Okay, so what I need to do, these switches images are now copy, up arrow, up, and now I need to go to Dynamics, and the router folder which you download, forget about 1700. Let me delete this one. We just need these images. Just select all and drag to the Dynamics. Okay, now until it's copy, you need putty software. I forget about putty software. You can use anything, and open putty and copy the same IP, sorry, Control C, go to putty and paste here the same IP of Eve NG. Leave port number 22 SSH and save this one as well. Say Eve NG test. I give them this name and save. Why? Next time you will open directly and click open. Why I'm doing this? For two purposes. First time you need to take SSH. If you are not taking SSH, so your Wireshark will not run. Let me show you. Cancel. If these images are done, yeah. Okay, so these images are copy now. Now I need to run one command. Whenever you upload images, so you can type evng fix permission. Just type this command, evng fix permission command, and copy this command. Every time when you're doing changes, you need to paste this command from edit and paste. Okay, and enter. Click here and enter. Okay, now it's done. Let me go back Now if I go to router, so now I have a router images and also IOL. The switches images we install are here, L2 images and L3 images. Let me go and drag two routers, either L3 images. Let me take L3 two images, okay, and save. So I take two routers. Let me connect these routers, okay, and what I need to do, let's start. If I want to take, okay, for some reason maybe it's not saved. When I start one, the other one is stop. Okay, yeah, so it means I need to assign this fixed permission again and refresh this one and right click start, okay, and right click start. Okay, let me delete this one. Sometime when you take them to this IOL images, you will face this issue. You need to do it separately. So let me go to layer 3 again and I need another router, okay, and let me connect these two router, okay, and select both and let me start. Okay, now let me show you one thing. If I want to capture this port and open Wireshark, you will see there will be no capture. It will show you an error. Remind me later. They say end of file 5 magic during open, and that's it and close. I want to capture, even they close the this one as well. Why? That's why I told you go to putty, open that one, we put this IP and SSH and open. First time it will copy the key and root Eve. Do this first time. Now Wireshark will never give you an error. Let me go to Wireshark capture 0/0. Why it's doing, I will show you why this error. And now it will capture. It will never give you that error. You see now it's the DHCP discover is showing. This time it's not giving you error. That's why for this purpose, first time you need to do SSH. It's very important. Otherwise your Wireshark will not work. This another troubleshoot step. Okay, now coming to another issue now. So I upload router images, switches images. Now QEMU, other images I have. Let me go back. We download ASA Firewall and we unzip them. Where we unzip them? It's here, ASA Firewall, and this the folder name. So what you need to do, don't copy this folder. Go inside. If there is no other folder, copy this one to here. The same thing. Don't change any folder name. Normally what happened? Inside this HDA. Now again I need to type. Let me type from here. Fix permission command again because I upload a new image. Now if I open ASA Firewall, okay, so it's okay, and save. And if I start, I hope so it will work because everything is okay. Now what happened normally? When you download the image from Google, so what happened? Normally with this folder, there will be 00 something. Let me put that one. -001. It will be like this when you download. Now you need to figure out two things to figure out. Either go to that image when you download and open in this Google Drive and check inside the file name. Let me refresh to show you. Go to that one, okay, and what is the name? HDA. And the file you download is okay? No, change the name. That's the one way to figure out. Second thing, what you need to do, and Google type evng file names, evng file names, and go to, sorry, I to the wrong place. This one, QEMU image file name, and here what you need to do, Control F and ASA firewall. And here they say that the ASA firewall name has to be HDA with QEMU extension, and the folder name has to be start from ASA small words, ASA dash. Let's go back. Our folder name start with ASA dash. Yes, ASA dash 9.1. I don't care about this one. You can type anything. If you change this one, let me rename this one to maybe blah blah. We don't care. It will work. You need the first thing. ASA has to be in small letter, and then there should be dash. And here you can type anything for your understanding. Then go inside. What they say the inside name has to be? The inside name has to be HDA. And go back. Is it HDA? Yes. Again, this the student normally face this issue. When I take remote session, so their inside file name is something else. Normally I saw that 001 something. So when it's 001, so when you, let me change the name and show you, and let me save this one again. So what you will see, because before it's working, yeah, it start, yeah, but next image will not start. Let me stop this one and let me drag ASA. So folder is there, blah 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 is there. It's not the blah issue is the inside file name. And let me save, and this the file name, and start. So when you start, it will show you that no bootable device find. It will show you that there is no bootable device. Look at now. Normally in Palo Alto firewall, either in FortiGate firewall, here it will show you maybe something else, but it will show you like error, no bootable device. Why? The name of the folder, either inside file name is wrong. You need to go back and you need to fix this one. No, it's not going to start. Or maybe it say that no bootable device. So how to fix this issue? Let me stop this one. Go back and change the name. HDA. I don't care about this name. This is okay. The first 3 digits is has to be ASA and small. And let me fix the issue, and this time it will start. So 2 things. The folder name and inside file name has to be the correct one. So let me take a node of ASA. Okay, and yes, and let me start this one. It will work. This one, blah blah, is okay. Most important is ASA has to be in small letter, and then the inside file name has to be HDA. Look at now, it's starting. No issue. Correct. And where I find out these images name, I Google it. That QEMU image naming here. Normally in Palo Alto student, Palo Alto. So the folder name has to be Palo Alto, copy from here. And the file inside name has to be Virtue something. VIRTIOA something. Got it, this issue? And then whenever you do change, you need to apply this fix permission command. What else I need to show you? Let me go back. Yeah, so wireless LAN controller, same thing. Maybe the name is changed inside. You need to figure out from there. Now the default username and password. Some devices coming with default username and password like a Windows and other thing. So student ask me what is the username and password. Easy way is EVENG username and password list, and open the first link, EVENG node credential list, and here you will find out all the username and password. Like Linux, normally students say the Linux username and password. By the way, Kali Linux, let me put Kali. So Kali username for 2016 is root, and password is either Kali123, either try root. And Kali-NES218 is root and Tor, VNC. Windows, suppose. When Windows, yeah. So for Windows, administrator for 2012 and password is T uppercase test123. For Windows 7, user and test123. For Windows 10, user and test123. So now you don't need to ask me, you can Google it and you can find out username and password easily of all these devices. It's mentioned here like Ubuntu, Kali Linux, Windows 10, Palo Alto. If I search Palo, so Palo Alto is admin, and we know this is Palo Alto is admin. FortiGate, only admin and no password if FortiGate is there. Admin and no password. Hit enter. It show you everything. FortiMail also no password. FortiAnalyzer no. FortiManager no password. Only admin. So you can get all these details. Now in next video I will show you some issue in student facing, like maybe in browser is not coming up and I can ping the IP but it's not coming, and so many other steps which I will show you hopefully in next video.